What's up guys, congratulations on getting this far and taking the action and wanting to watch this video. Today I'm here with one of our lead trainers in this company, Anthony Tan, a huge leader throughout the UK, travels all across the world spreading this message of health and wealth. And in this short demo for you today, it's crucial that you watch this video right from the beginning to the very end, because Anthony's going to be running through a demo which you may or may not have seen before. You might think that you know what this already is, but it's crucial that you stick with this right from the very beginning to the very end. And just like I had said in our call or our text message, I'm all about showing people how they can create the freedom lifestyle for themselves. And I can guarantee you, and I can tell you that through this company, if you work hard, if you keep your mind open throughout the whole way during this presentation, you become committed. This can give you everything that you want in life. Let it be health, let it be wealth, let it be the ability to travel, spend more time with your family and friends. And you're going to hear from Anthony in just a second as well. But for me, I'm just a small testimonial as to what this company has done for me over the past 15, 16 months. Just like we had already discussed, I was someone who was working a full-time job, working for somebody else, building somebody else's dreams and goals, whilst putting mine on the sideline. And it wasn't until I found this company, I seen this demo, and I was literally blown away, something serious. I couldn't believe not only the health side of things, the business side as well, that was able to allow me to live the life which I am living right now. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to solely educate you on the health and what it is that you are getting yourself into in this video. So without any further ado, I'm going to pass you over to Anthony Tan, our lead trainer. He's going to be running through this demo with you here today. If you do have any questions, hold them until the very end, because we'll be able to discuss those on a call if your questions have not been answered. And yeah, just enjoy the demo.
Brilliant, thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome all. My name is Anthony Tan. I'm one of the top trainers with Enagic. So I'm just going to now jump straight into this presentation, if I may. So I'm going to show you now the 3 unique properties to Kangen Water. So number 1 is antioxidant, number 2 is alkalinity, and number 3 is microcluster. So I'm going to break down each presentation to explain what each one of these mean and how it works with this water and how it pertains to our body. So the very first property is antioxidant. So how do we measure antioxidant? Well, scientists came up with this clever little device. It's called an ORP pinpoint meter. You can purchase this for a few $100s. And when you put this pinpoint meter, this reader, into one of these liquid, it will tell you whether or not it's oxidizing, bad for us, or antioxidizing, good for us. Okay, so if it has a positive reading, it means it's very, very bad for us. If it has a negative reading, it means it's very good for us. So things in nature that you find have a lot of antioxidants are things like green tea, blueberry, cod liver oil. Those are very, very good for us. Okay, so as you can see up here, we've brought along a range of liquid. The first one we have is this over here. Okay, do you recognize this or know anybody who drink this, right? So the first one we have is a Sprite, okay? And this will represent the majority of your soft drink on the marketplace, be it Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Diet Coke, Fanta, etc. The next drink we have here is a very common sports drink, Lucozade. Right? You see a lot of athletes drink this. Okay, and then how about this one over here, sparkling water. All right, let's pour some in there. Okay, you're going to help me with that next one. So the next one we have is this smart water over here. So this represents your most common bottled water on the marketplace, be it Evian, Fiji, Buxton, etc. Okay, so I know a lot of people love to drink smart water, and I'm going to show you what I call it later. And then the next one we have is tap water. Okay, whether be it distilled water, tap water, filtered water, this will give you the same reading. And finally, Liam just poured out there Kangen water. So it is fresh from our technology we just produced. Right, so when I put this meter into this first drink over here, I'd just like you to help me tell me what the reading is that you see on there, please.
I see plus 424.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see that on the screen. So it's a positive 4 over 400, okay? So the higher the number, the worse it is for our body. Now, the next one we have is this Lucozade. Okay, can you see the reading on this,
Plus
Lucas?
403.
Okay, plus 403. So I have some tap water here, so I'm just going to rinse that off. And then the next drink we have is sparkling water. Can you see the reading on there?
Plus 353.
Okay, so it's a positive 300 again. So what we're looking for is a reading with a negative number. How about bottled water? I know a lot of people love to drink bottled water. We used to drink bottled water.
Plus 343.
Okay, so again, this bottled water has a positive reading because that water has been in there for a long time, which I'll explain later. How about tap water?
Plus 301.
Okay, positive 300. Very good. And then finally, now we come on to Kangen. Can you see the reading on there? What does it say on there?
Oh, it keeps jumping and it keeps declining. Minus 271.
Negative 200. Okay, so it has a negative reading and it's still going down, right? Right, so what that means is all the water you've seen up to here, the tap water, the Japanese refer to this as dead water because there are no antioxidants left inside this liquid. The water has been in there for such a long time, it's no longer alive. There's no energy left inside.
Yep.
Whereas they refer to Kangen as water that has a lot of energy, an abundance of antioxidants, an abundance of hydrogen inside. All right. So Kangen, in case you don't know, is actually a Japanese word which means return to origin. Very good. Okay, so that is the first property of Kangen. Now I'm going to introduce now to the second property of Kangen water. And the second property of Kangen is all about alkalinity. Now, a lot of you are probably familiar with a lot of nutritionists now say these days, eat a more alkaline diet. Okay, eat more spinach, eat more broccoli. So how about in our water? So did you know that water could be alkaline and also acidic too? So I'm going to show you what I have here in my hand here, my little friend here called a pH tester. A similar idea when you go to your GP, your doctor, they test your saliva, they test your urine. They're testing to see if you're healthy, acidic or alkaline. All right, so what we'll do is just squeeze a few drops into these liquid and this will tell us if it's acidic, neutral or alkaline. Now prior to seeing this presentation, I thought all water was the same.
Wow.
Until I saw this and I thought, hang on a second, why are these cups, these drinks, all different colors? Okay, so we'll put up a chart later to show you, explain what each one of these means. All right, if it's on the acidic side, anywhere from orange to yellow to green, it means it's acidic. And anywhere that's neutral, that's greenish, it means it's neutral. Okay, so the pH of our blood is anywhere between 7.36 to 7.42. It's a very, very fine margin. You venture either side of that, things are going to go wrong inside your body.
I think it's crucial to note that our bodies is actually, what, 70% plus water as well?
Yeah, 70 to 80% water, same as the planet Earth.
Wow.
Okay, so everything from our brains, our lungs, our kidney is so much water. So let's have a look at the first one, Sprite. Okay, so what pH do you see that is? Acidic, neutral or alkaline?
Acidic.
Acidic. And who love to drink these water the most these days?
Kids.
Kids, children, schools. Okay, that's how acidic these drinks are. And how about sports drink? You see a lot of athletes drinking this. Okay, again, it's acidic. How about sparkling water? Again, it's still, neutral to slightly acidic. I bet you didn't know you were drinking so much acidic water, did we?
Yeah.
And how about tap water? Now, tap water, no, sorry, this is bottled water. So you can see smart bottled water, whether any other brand, normally this color. So you've seen that it was oxidizing, it has a positive number, and it's also acidic.
Yeah.
Well, part of the reason it's because it's been in the bottle for a long time.
Wow.
Any guesses how long that water might have been in that bottle for?
Month?
Yeah, it's actually 24 months.
24 months.
If you think about transportation, storage, warehousing, by the time it gets to us, it would have oxidized.
Wow.
It would have been dead. There's no more energy left inside that liquid.
So a lot of when it comes to bottled water as well, a lot of people think they're drinking alkalized water, especially them bottles that say that they're alkalized water. but in actual fact they're not alkalinity at all because the water has died, right?
Yes, correct. And partly also to make it alkaline, it would have gone through a chemical change.
Yeah.
So they would have to add, have to add alkalizing chemicals, substitute into that water to make it that color.
Yeah.
All right. And part of the reason also you want to stay away from bottled water because it's made of petrochemicals.
Yeah.
So when you expose this to heat and sunlight, chemical leach into the water, and we drink it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then, how about tap water? So tap water is very interesting. Anywhere you see we test tap water, it's always this color. Whether it's we've tested it in so many different countries, and it's always neutral.
Yeah.
And part of the reason is because the governments are also adding chemicals into our water. So you'll find chlorine inside. It picks up heavy metals along the way, and the governments add something called lime. Is highly alkaline. It's to boost the pH of our water from orange to yellow to green to blue. So imagine if you think what would happen to our city pipes if the city pipes was alkaline. Was acidic? Sorry, it would corrode, right? It would rust the city pipes.
Yeah.
All right. So and then finally Kangen, you can see the pH of this is alkaline. All right. So it's this pH of this is 9.5. So let's see. Imagine this is your state of your body. What happens when you start drinking Kangen water? And one of the first things that you're going to notice is you'll start to detox. You'll start to alkalize. Yeah. All right. And one of the side effects is that most people will realize that they will go to the bathroom a lot often. Now don't blink with this next one. Now watch what happens to this sparkling water. Did you see it struggle there?
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not a magician. It's just that this water was very acidic. Let's see if we can try with a little bit more and see if it helps. Again, you'll notice it will slowly go back to an acidic state.
Wow.
All right. And how about with these sports drink over here?
Oh man. No chance.
No changes. No changes. How about soft drinks? Sprite, Coca-Cola, Fanta, Diet Coke.
Nope.
No, I'll tell you what. I'll use one of my larger bottles. I have a 2 litre Kangen bottle over here, and I'm going to see if I can pour that all the way to the top to see if we can help it along the way. Still no changes.
Wow.
So could you imagine, if you drank 1 can of this soft drink, 1 bottle of this Coca-Cola or Sprite, what would happen to your body?
Yeah.
Guess how many bottles of Kangen you would need to neutralize that acid?
I don't know. I've heard this before, but I know it's quite a lot, right?
Yeah.
How many of these, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually about 33.
Wow.
Okay.
33 for 1 can of Sprite.
So who can sit here in one sitting and drink 33 bottles of Kangen?
Wow.
Okay, you'll be flooding yourself. Now, I know a lot of children love drinking these soft drinks, and I have children too, and a lot of their friends and their family love drinking this, and they thought, Mummy, Daddy, what if I just took 1 little sip? It's not going to do too much harm to my body, surely. So then we show them this presentation. Wow. Now watch what happens to this.
1 sip.
Okay, just 1 little sip. Smart water, it's gone back to a very acidic state again. Tap water, same again. Does Kangen stand a chance?
Not at all.
Not a chance at all.
Wow.
That's how acidic these soft drinks are.
Wow.
So ladies and gentlemen, so from seeing this presentation, I hope you've understood how acidic these soft drinks are, how oxidizing these soft drinks are. So your drink of choice should be the Kangen water. Ladies and gentlemen, now I'd like to show you the third and final property to Kangen, and it's called microcluster. Okay, so you've all seen antioxidant and alkalinity with the water. So the third and final property of this water is called microcluster. So how does it work? So think of it as big water and tiny water. So what does that mean? So your tap water, your mineral water, the molecules, when you look at it under a microscope, is very, very, very big. Yep. And anywhere between 14 to 20 molecules. With Kangen water, it's about 1/4 of the size. Okay, so after going through this technology, it will reduce the size of the water to about 4 to 6 molecules. So if it's okay, I'd like to show you how that works via some green tea. Okay, so you like to drink green tea, Leah? Okay, so how do you make tea? What do you need to make green tea?
Hot boiling water.
Hot boiling water. Brilliant. So what I have here is just one tea bag, and what I'm pouring in there is just room temperature tap water.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm doing wrong is I'm not boiling the water.
Yeah.
So we'll use the same tea bag, and we'll pour some using some Kangen instead. And again, this is just room temperature. As you can see,
Wow.
instant green tea.
Yeah.
The molecules are tiny, so it will penetrate that tea bag very efficiently.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I first saw this, I thought, hang on a second, we wet the tea bag with the tap water.
Yeah.
That's why you can make green tea.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what
so
probably a lot of these people are thinking as well.
yeah, so what we'll do is we'll come back on tap water. Just to show you, it's the same tea bag. It's not a magic trick. So the molecules are too big, so it will not penetrate that tea bag. So we've just tried to make 3 cups. We'll now come back on Kangen. So as you can see here, it's instant green tea, okay? So one of the implications of this is that you can save a lot of money if you're thinking about holding a green tea party come this summer,
Yeah.
okay? Use 1 tea bag and you can make 33 cups of green tea.
Wow.
Over and over again.
Wow.
Right, so that's secondary. But more important is how about making sure our children are properly hydrated. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get this tea bag over here and squeeze a few drops into each cup.
Yep.
Okay. Now, do you know anybody who like cooking?
Yes.
Right. So our parents used to own a restaurant, and they thought the more ingredients you put inside your pot, the better the flavour. So imagine that was your carrot, your onions,
Yep.
your potatoes, etc. So this is how most people do their cooking, or how a lot of athletes used to hydrate themselves. And this is now how a lot of athletes, how a lot of restaurants now hydrate themselves or do their cooking. Okay, I hope you can see the difference there.
Wow.
Is it a subtle difference or a very sharp difference?
A huge difference.
Yeah, so imagine, if you drank 1 litre of this tap water, bottled water, and you start jumping up and down, how are you going to feel inside your stomach?
Empty.
Yeah, very, very bloated, correct?
Yeah.
You feel that swishing feeling around inside your stomach. Well, this water, what we've just proven is it will hydrate your cells a lot more efficiently,
Yeah.
a lot quickly,
Yeah.
all right? So again, this is the third and final property of Kangen, and this is how microclustering works. And one guy I think you should want to check out is a guy called Dr. Peter Agri, who discovered this process in 2003, and he called it aquaporing. Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so what you've all seen so far is just the first type of water this machine can produce. It's 9.5, 8.5, and 9.0. There's different pH you can set with the machine. Okay, so the machine also produces other type of water too, and it's called the 11.5 strong Kangen water. So what we use this for is to wash fruits and vegetables, and that's what Liam is helping me out with over here. So we have 1 packet of cherry vine tomatoes, and we're just going to split this into 2 separate cups. We're going to wash 1 cup with the tap water, and then the second cup with Kangen water, the strong Kangen water, the 11.5. Okay, so the reason why we're using these little cherry tomatoes is just that it can fit in these little cups over here. Okay, I think we're quite happy with that. So let's put a few more in there. Okay, brilliant. Okay, let's put that aside. So if we can fill it 1 cup with the tap water, please. Perfect. And then this other cup with the strong Kangen, please. Okay, perfect. So what we'll do is we'll give this a quick rinse. Just imagine you're rinsing your broccoli, your spinach, your tomatoes under the tap. Okay, so we'll just let that sit there to one side to do its thing.
Will do.
Okay, perfect, brilliant, thank you. So I'm going to divert your attention now to these 2 little cups, okay? And what I have in my hand over here is what does that say?
Sesame oil.
Okay, is a bottle of pure sesame oil. Right, so I'm just going to, let's put some in this cup and the same over here with this cup. Now, basic science, ladies and gentlemen, what happens when oil and water comes together?
They do not mix.
They do not mix. Oil always separates, okay? Oil always does this. It always floats to the top, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so And we'll do the same here with the other cup. Now this is the strong Kangen.
Keep watching.
Perfect, brilliant. So what's just happened there?
Wow.
We've just emulsified the oil. We've just broken down the oil. We've just emulsified the oil. So you're probably wondering, what is this guy doing with sesame oil? And what does this have to do with the 11.5? Okay, just bear with me. It will all make sense very, very shortly. So I'm quite happy with these tomatoes now. And what we'll do is we'll rinse these out. That's tap water. And then we'll do the same with this other cup. The strong Kangen. Now I don't know if you can see or notice any differences there between these 2 cups of tomato. Remember, same packet of tomato. And what I'd like to do, please, is invite you, Liam, to have a little taste test.
This is which one?
This is the first one. This has been washed in the strong Kangen water. And after you've tried the first one, please try the second one, which has been washed using tap water, how we were normally washing these at home. Okay, so which one did you like best?
Oh my god, the first one.
You have a look at his face, right?
Oh.
Okay, so what did you like about the first tomato, Liam?
It was much more enjoyable. It was a lot sweeter.
The feedback, I've done this over 500-600 times, and the feedback is always the same. Most people normally say the first tomato tastes sweeter, it tastes more natural. Mm-hmm. It tastes like, people said it tastes like something their grandparents used to grow in their back garden. Mm-hmm. And then they say that the second tomato, which was washed in tap water, tastes more acidic, tastes more sour, tastes more bitter, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a look at this. This is what was washed out using the tap water.
Wow.
And this is what was washed out using the strong Kangen water.
Wow.
Okay, so any guesses what that yellow stuff might be?
It has to be all the pesticides and herbicides and stuff that's...
Absolutely,
oils, right?
Absolutely correct. So these are our pesticides, our herbicides, our insecticides. These are what our farmers are spraying on our fruits and vegetables. Wow. And they only need to spray this once a week. Okay, they don't need to spray this every day. And part of the reason why I'm showing this oil test is because these chemicals have already been oil-based. Okay, so as we just proved that oil and water doesn't mix.
Yep.
So no matter how much it rains, no matter how much you wash your fruits and veg, that chemical remains on your fruits and veg.
So the freon's not washing off anything at all from those fruits and veg?
Yeah, absolutely. So I remember my daughter didn't used to like tomatoes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the tomatoes she didn't like, it was what was on the tomatoes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Wow.
So, well, I hope that gives you a bit of a better understanding of how this 11.5 works.
Yeah.
And if possible, I'd like to share this little book with the audience here.
Yep.
So what I'm holding here is a book called Killing Cancer, Not People. So this book here was written by the American Anti-Cancer Institute. And what the author, Robert G. Wright, said was, when he interviewed a lot of these top oncologists from around the world, he said, what would you say as one of the top 10 causes of cancer these days? And they all said, this is one of the top 10. Wow. These pesticides, herbicides, and insecticides. Wow. Okay, these are what they call the silent killers.
People think they're eating a healthy diet with their fruits and veg all the time, but little do they know what is actually lying on top of your fruits and veg.
Yeah, and we've washed our broccoli, our spinach, our grapes, literally all our fruits and vegetables. We wash it using this water,
11.5.
and you should see what comes out of this.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
So ladies and gentlemen, that is the final water this machine can produce. Thank you very much.